Good morning, class 6. I'm Anil Bhagat, your science teacher from Modern International School, Hiswa. Welcome back to our e-learning program. Today, in this video lecture, we will discuss about chapter 6, that is changes around us. In the previous lectures, we had discussed several type of changes, and in the yesterday lectures, we had discussed about physical change. Now today we will discuss about chemical change. So chemical change is the type of change in which new substance will formed. The molecular composition of the substance will change and a new substance will formed. So this type of change is called chemical change. This change is always irreversible, means it cannot be reversed. It is always irreversible. And as I told you, this type of change is also called chemical reaction. So in chemical reaction, what will happen? First of all, there are some substances are there which react with each other. There are some substances, or you can say starting substances, which react with each other, or they participate in the chemical reaction. And these starting substances are called reactants. So after the chemical reaction, a new product will formed, which is totally different from the previous ones, that is the reactants. This product is different from the reactants. So this is called a chemical reaction. And if you take the example of this type of changes, so there are huge amount of or huge number of changes will take place on a daily basis. First of all, cooking of food, chemical change. Second, digestion of food, chemical change. If you burn something, it is a chemical change. Rusting of iron, also a chemical change. Formation of curd is also a chemical change. Photosynthesis is also a chemical change. Slacking of lime is also a chemical change. So burning of any substance is also a chemical change. So these are the some examples of chemical change. Now let's go back to the book and let's discuss the activity 7. Here in this activity, what we are doing is we are taking a candle and we measure the length, and then after measuring length, we just light the candle. And after some time of burning, after burning of some time of that chemical, we just blow out the candle and start measuring the length. Obviously the length will be smaller than the previous one. Next, after measuring the length of the candle, what we observe that there are some candle is lost, and what is produced ultimately, some liquid candle is there, and the wick is burnt, and some candle wax is also converted into gas or vapor. So this change is irreversible change. Here we cannot get back the previous products properly, but here we have to understand this is burning of candle. But if we heat wax in a vessel, so after heating, what we get, if you leave that wax for some time, again it will back to the wax, the way wax was there in a solid form, and there is no loss of wax. So heating of wax is not a chemical change. If you compare this burning of chemical with burning of matchstick or burning of incense stick, it is almost same. Once they burn, there will be produced some ashes and some gases. So new products are formed, and we are not going to get back the previous ones from the whatever substance formed right now. From that we are not going to get back the previous one. So it is irreversible change, and this type of changes are called chemical change. This type of change are called chemical change. So let's take one more example, that is, if you dissolve salt into water, then what will happen? Obviously salt will dissolve in water. But in chapter 5 we also learned that we can separate salt and water by the process of evaporation. So this is how these changes will take place. I hope you are able to understand the chemical change in which always a new substance formed. So class, if any problem, ask me. I will help you. Have a great day. Be safe at home. Thank you.